See those hawks flying around? There was 2 of them. I started a video before, but I mean, I just cut some lumber, obviously, and I'm just putting it together. It's really, really easy to build a raised bed. So here's the last bit of it. I'll do the other side, and then I'll put the second layer on after that. One dead battery, and I'm out of screws. Be right back. My oh my. I built the raised bed. So it is done, I think. I'm contemplating whether to put a post on in the middle. Since these are 12 feet long, it's really long. So putting one in the middle here, just to give it some extra support. Probably will do that, I'm thinking maybe. I do have enough 4x4 to do that. This mix of food. This is a non-GMO, soy-free grower. And I've just put some water in it and some yeast. That little skinny one likes to eat. It eats more, it seems like, when it's more of a wet consistency. The brooder is officially complete. We have 2 heaters in there. They are not the fire hazard heaters. They are the reptile heating plate, lamp, bulbs, things. And I have the water in there. I'm sitting here like trying to get all this pine shaving off of me. It's all over me. I was just inside of it. Oh, I'm out of breath because I had to crawl myself out of it. Oh my goodness. But it's officially completed. You see, I put the batten tape around here just like we have on our greenhouse, and that just reinforces the plastic security on there. I have the handle on there. I have a latch on there now. Silas, you need a coat on, buddy. Put the pine shavings in there. We expect the 25 chicks to be here. They were shipped today, so they'll be here either tomorrow, which is Wednesday, or Thursday. It is Tuesday right now. So, brooder is done, and I'm very pleased with it. Our pregnant Mary Hoppins laying out, enjoying the heat, sun. She had some, what did she eat today? Some lettuce. That's what everybody had today. Hi, Mary Hoppins. Is the sun in your face?
Yeah.
Silas.
Where's your money?
No, come back.
Money.
No, don't touch him. Leave him back. Come here.
Nana.
Come here.
Where's Gigi?
You see the rabbits?
Papa.
Come here. Hi, Peter. Hi, Sadie.
Where's Gigi? Dada. Dada.
Soon we're going to put Sadie in there with Peter.
Hi, Dada.
See if they do their thing.
Banana.
I like that they're right next to each other, so they already, kind of get to know each other, which is good. So I had this, they're loving this. I scratched up some of the dirt that was out here in their run so they could, and I also added like 3 feeder scooperfuls of peat moss so they could have a dirt area to bathe in. And you can see Vader is loving it. Silas, come here.
Hey.
And yeah, he's loving it. Loving his dust bath. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of DE in here as well. In a bit. They have that in their food already. It comes in their food, so I don't need to put a lot, but just a little bit, just to help make sure they don't get any mites. Keep everything else away as well that we don't want getting them.
Mommy.
But they're doing well. I want to get Sydney to come in here and make this even a bigger space, kind of that patch right there, just to get him a good start. The ground was so hard from winter, and it's never been disturbed, so it was very compacted. Oh, he is loving it. You like that, Vader? Yeah. So Sam and I are getting this duck hut done. Spencer, where are you? Why are you in there? You're in the duck hut?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite? Is that your favorite place?
Yeah. It's your favorite dog sound.
Yeah. So we're cutting this hardware cloth and getting it around all the open spaces. Good morning, Wednesday. Shonda back with Sbeck Traditions. Coming out to feed everybody. We got some treats for everybody. Let's see. What's going on? The girls come out early in the morning and they make sure everybody has their regular food and water. But after I drop them off at school, and after I get the little ones their breakfast, I come out and see what didn't actually get done and give a little extra. So we're getting some spinach and carrots. Go. You need more hay. There you go. Everybody needs more hay. See, the girls always forget something, so you always got to come behind your helpers at this age and make sure everything is full. So she just took all her stuff out and laid it on the cage. That's yummy? Yeah. Hello, girls. I got a bowl for you too. You want that? Watch out. Let me get it in. Watch out. Let's see how the babies are doing with Lola. Hello. Good morning, girls. Thank you, girls. So you'll see one of them is not in here because she had some pecking spots on her. A few blood spots. So I put her in the outdoor brooder. Did Lola lay us an egg? Nope, not yet. Not yet. You're in here by yourself. How's it going? Yeah, you had some feathers plucked out. So we got you in here to make sure you're safe. Just making sure you're safe. Still no quail eggs yet. I don't know what's taking you so long. But you all need to get to getting. Give me my eggs. Give me the eggs. Let's get you guys some more water. Okay, fresh food, fresh water. You guys are good to go. a little chilly out, so I'm not gonna let you guys out yet, okay, Lola? Keep you guys inside the coop for now. But it'll warm up a little bit later. All right, so Operation Duck Hut is literally almost very complete. Today I will be putting on the batten tape to cover up all the sharp edges from the hardware cloth and putting zip ties on all the overlap spaces like here. So around the whole middle where everything overlaps, and then across the top where it overlaps, just to make sure nothing can slide in there. And that will be done. Now, the ducks cannot go out here yet because it's still pretty chilly. However, we have like 2 pieces of plywood that I bought. I may try to like cover up some of the sides, or maybe use tarp to cover up some of the sides. I don't want anything permanent, so definitely something temporary that can easily be taken down for when it's warm. They'll be fine. But I like to cover up some of this to see how warm it'll get in there, just without it being completely airy the way it is. So here's where everything is so far. Looks really good. That's just extra pieces of wood at the bottom. I gotta move to the wood pile. But almost done. So just batten tape, zip ties, handle, and latch. And that will be complete. And the only thing, like I said, is just maybe cover up some of it with the plywood and the hardware cloth, just to give it a little more insulation during the cold days. Yay! I am so upset right now. So I went to start doing some up potting on my tomatoes because I went through all of them, but like about a week ago, I guess now, almost a week and a half, I don't know. And I did most of them, but there was this one tray here that had 2 tomatoes in each of those square pots. So apparently this grow station table setup I have here is not level, because when I am doing my watering from the bottom, it was not getting enough water to the plants in the back, okay, back there. So when I pulled the tray out, I mean, I could look at them and I could see, you know, there was a lot of green fluff up here, so I couldn't see the very back, so I thought they were all good. Apparently not. Look at this. Look at this pour. That one. Well, those were the 2 that were in the same pot, so that's why, I mean, they're literally the same. It was those 2. I mean, all of these that are just looking weathered and bewildered and terrible. I'm so upset that they were not getting the proper water. So I've repotted everything, so now everything has its own pot, and made sure they got a good watering. And we're gonna let these sit here for a few days to just really make sure they get the attention they need before I put them out in the greenhouse to start getting them ready for the garden. I have 1 tray outside that I'm going to put out there that was fine. Those ones are doing well. Those were the ones that were mostly to the front, so those ones are okay. These ones here are probably okay as well. This one's a little bit stringy. This one's stringy, so I'll leave a few of these more in here and let them just get some more days inside before I move them outside into the greenhouse. This tray here of flowers, marigolds, nasturtiums, echinacea, and there's one more thing, black-eyed Susans, the Maryland flower. These are sprouting, as you can see. First it was the marigolds, then I got a few nasturtiums that came through the back. Black-eyed Susans haven't come up yet. Echinacea is just starting to come up right here. So I'm going to start putting these in the greenhouse, probably for a little bit, then bring them back in the house, and then do the next, you know, harden them off so they can be outside in the greenhouse. Greenhouse stays pretty warm, and I have a heater in there in case it gets cold, so I may actually just go ahead and put them out there because I need this space to start getting my herbs done, and I need some room for these tomatoes, as well as all these cucumbers that are here. These cucumbers that are here are going to be going into, see how there's several of them in those pots, in those peat pellets. I'm going to separate them and get them in these square pots that are sitting here with soil ready to go. And then I'll let them sit under the grow lights for a day or two, and then I'll move them outside into the greenhouse as well. So things are moving. I'm really sad about the tomatoes that were struggling. Hopefully they can recover. I may have caught them in time. I mean, those things were, when I put water in them, I saw them float and I was like, what in the world? They were like bone dry. So I'm hoping that I caught them in time to save them. We will see. I will definitely keep you guys posted. These are the tomatoes that were always in the single pots. Again, look, they're just looking amazing. I mean, they look amazing. They're strong. These strong stalks here. I mean, they're doing fabulous. So I have no concern about these. I'll go ahead and put these out into the greenhouse as well. It's amazing how different they turned out. But this table definitely, like I said, is not level because the water was just staying towards the middle and in the front. So for these peppers, because they were right next to them, I put two little grow bags underneath just to lift it up to make sure that they were getting the proper watering that they need, and they seem to be doing fine. So for some reason the other side, it was just worse. I don't know, just worse. So Sam is inside just putting the zip ties on to connect all of the overlaps. The tarp is on here, it's just sitting on top of it. I just wanted to play around with it to see how big it was and what it would cover if I wanted to cover the top. And I think that does a pretty good job. Like if it's a really rainy time or snow and we want to cover the top as well, that will do it. So we'll definitely put some hooks on here on the ends. I'll put some like hook eye, I guess hooks or something, so that those can attach to that. But it's done. The latches work. I put one on top, one on the bottom. Have the handle on there. It turned out pretty well. Now we just gotta find some toys for the ducks to play with. It's like a mirror, some hangy things for them to be in. And enjoy some fun stuff while they're in there.
Can you give me the scissors, please?
Sure. So again, this is 6 by 7 feet. I wanted to do an 8 by 8, but I was limited on space, obviously. And part of the reason I'm limited on space is because of this tree here. There are roots that are growing, that have grown under there, so it makes a big hill kind of right there. We dug like a little trench to get it as far as we could, but then that was nowhere else to go. So it's at the limit. It's at the limit, but we're very happy with it. So Operation Duck Hut complete. We did it. Duck hut complete. So I added this little raised bed. It's not really a raised bed. It's just a specific bed that I just carved out. We usually get some, I think it's irises that grow there every year, and that's what the green is. But I've taken out all the weeds and the grass that was there, and I'm going to plant that thing full of peppermint. I use a lot of peppermint during the summer when we have it for peppermint tea. I absolutely love it. So I drink that all summer. That and cucumber water is my favorite. So I'm going to plant that whole entire bed with peppermint seeds. There's peppermint pots around the house in different places too, but that is going to be strictly like peppermint city. So everything has been put in the greenhouse that I told you guys I was going to put out here. So here are all of the tomatoes that were already, doing really well and were big. one of these, I was blown away. I was like, holy cow, I cannot believe it was that big. And it was a Cherokee purple. I mean, it looks small on the video probably, but I mean, that's crazy. It's crazy compared to the rest of them, how big it is. It is an indeterminate. That particular seed came from, I think SS is Seed Savers. That's where I got that one from. And there were two I planted more than one. This is also a Cherokee purple from that same seed, and these were planted initially in the same pellet. And I separated them, and that one really just took off. But this one is still great. There's no problems with it whatsoever. But it's just amazing how big it is. This one is a red beefsteak from Urban Farmer. That one is doing really well as well. It's just amazing. So I put the heater on just now. It is, hold on. It's 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven, right now, and it's currently about 45 degrees in here, and that was without any heat. So it's gonna get a little bit colder tonight, so I went on and put the heater on because I want to make sure things stay nice and warm in here, and I don't mess up any of our plants. So I mean, but there's also lettuce and stuff in here, so I don't want it to get too warm, but it's enough where I want to make sure things still continue to grow nice. So those are the tomatoes. You can see the lettuce back there. It's growing really nice. So much better than what I had in the fall when I first tried to grow lettuce. And the problem was that I think it just got too cold and it froze, and it became, like wilted lettuce that's sitting in the refrigerator too long. That's what it looked like. So I'm very happy with this lettuce now. Some herbs over there. I still have to plant. I'm going to plant more herbs. I'm going to plant a whole tray, probably all in these size. Put a full tray of them, of all my herbs. I'm going to get that done. But this is some that I had over the winter that I was using in the house. I brought them out, so they've been out here. Basil, dill, parsley, oregano, sage, thyme, cilantro. I think that's all of it. And eucalyptus trees over here. Rosemary, cumin is on that side. So these are all looking really good. Again, here's more tomatoes on here that were in the house. These are the ones that I transplanted today, but the ones that were in the front where the water was. So those are doing just fine. The lemon tree, I'm hoping it comes back. We got it last year, so it was its first year, so hopefully it does something. And looks like the radishes are growing more and more. Never had radishes, so I'm excited to try that. And everything else looks really good. So, like I said, I got the heater on right here. I put it on, it's on low, between low and medium, I guess, to make sure that it stays nice and warm in here overnight. Our meat chickens come tomorrow. So excited about that. The brooder's ready. Right now there's currently one of the Americana chicks in there because, like I said, it had some feathers missing and a blood spot. So I put her in there for a couple days. So I'll take her out tomorrow and put her back with Lola, the Silky, and the other 3 Americanas. And then the meat chickens will go in there when I get them from the post office tomorrow. It should be tomorrow. They're coming from Iowa. So when I ordered stuff from Ohio, they came, I think it was the next day. So these should be here tomorrow because they shipped yesterday. So there's that Americana. She's like climbing on the hardware cloth to the top. She's funny. Yep, there she is. She's funny to watch. She's so pretty. I cannot wait to see what she's gonna look like. And I really hope that they are definitely she's and I sex them properly with the wing test that I did. I really hope so. Anywho, I thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel. Share our videos if you know someone that would be interested in seeing our backyard homestead. We really appreciate you guys. You all have a wonderful day and night. We will talk to you on the next go round. Bye.